Cadet racing then up next, and we're here with Swiss newcomer to the championship, Lilly Davenbach. Lilly, how old are you?
Lilly, wie alt bist du?
8 years old.
8 years old.
You're 8 years old, and this is your first time to the UK?
Das ist deine erste Zeit hier erste Mal hier in der Großbritannien?
Yes.
Yes.
Where have you competed in championships in the past?
Wo warst du bisher gewesen?
In Czech, oder?
Ja, wo warst du überall gewesen? In
Czech,
Italien
Italien
und Wackersdorf.
and Wackersdorf.
Okay, she has been to Italy a couple of times, then she has to be in Czech Republic, to Cheb and to Pisek, and she has to be in Germany to Wackersdorf, which is a very famous racetrack here.
How did your background in karting come about?
Mein Bruder hat das angefangen und da habe ich auch gemacht. Also
Okay. Her brother, who is karting too, is 12 years old. He started the whole stuff, and then she saw it, and she wanted to karting too, and then she started karting.
And what do you think of the Buckmore Park circuit?
Wie findest du diesen diese Rennstrecke?
Sehr gut, also schwierig.
Very difficult, and she likes it, but it's very difficult, yeah.
Fantastic. Lilly, very best of luck for today.
Good to see Lilly in the championship, but it's Oliver Gray and Milo Pilfold on the front row of the grid with Dylan Reed and Kylan Ingram next up. Ross, Taylor, Harvey, Lilly, Oscar Blanchard and George Whitehouse rounding out the top 10. That's a very competitive top 10 if ever I've seen one. Dylan Brierley just outside the top 10 will want to move up, as will Ella Stevens from the back row. She will be overtaking like Billy-O in this race as she starts from the back row of the grid after a disappointing pre-final. So out of the final turn they come. Who's going to get the jump? Gray or Pilfold? It looks like it's going to be Oliver Gray. Yes, indeed. And it looks as though Dylan Reed has moved into second position. So down to third goes Pilfold. So it's already the E-plate Oliver Gray who leads in the early stages here. Fourth is Kylan Ingram, and up to fifth has come Louis Ross, the 60. So that's your top five first and foremost. As the 84, Milo Pilfold tries to get himself back into the top two in front of Dylan Reed. They work their way through the first couple of corners, and Ella Stevens has already made up about 4 places, I just spotted there, into the S's for the first time. So Ella Stevens charging forward. So the E-plate leads the way. Dylan Reed in second position. His best result in a final this year is only the top 5 in 5th position, but up in second position this time. He seems to like this place. Milo Pilfold, 2 wins in his belt so far this year. He's gunning for another one, but from third position, those two in front, Reed ahead and then Gray in the lead, are going to be very tough opponents here today. Fourth position though, Kylan Ingram, don't count him out. He's gone with the leading 3. And then dropping back a little bit, Louis Ross in 5th position. So out of the second hairpin, up the short stretch to the S's. Kylan Ingram running very well. He was third at the second round of the championship, of course, but he'll want to improve upon that. So let's see what he can do. Tucked up in 4th position. Great battle behind Louis Ross going on. 5th position at the moment, the 60. There's a couple of carts swarming around behind him, trying to move up. I get the feeling this one has the makings of a classic Easykart Cadet race. Already we've got 2 very frenetic groups. The top 4 trying to break away. And then we've got a trio just in behind for 5th position, led by Louis Ross. Blanchard has got Lilly to his inside line. I think Lilly might have made the move stick there into Conway's. And he's fresh off his first victory in the championship. He didn't quite make it through. No, he did. He did make it through to 6th position. And now he's going for 5th on Ross. Wow, Christian Lilly, fresh from his win at Ella Park earlier in the season. He really seems to have gained in confidence now. He's up in a 5th position, charging after the leading 4. What can Louis Ross do in response? What he's having to do at the moment is fight. I think he's actually dropped back a place or 2. Yes, that's Blanchard who's come through. Ross has actually slipped to 8th position now, behind the 31, the new boy Taylor. So Taylor is running in 7th position in his first event in the 2016 season. Good to see him in the championship. Gray still leading the way. Nicky Taylor having a look at the back of Blanchard to move up into the top 6. Hasn't quite made the move happen there. And up the inside, no, Blanchard moves to cover. Very nicely done there in the battle for 6th position as Lilly has dropped them all and he's going up to the top 4. Christian Lilly in the 9 is absolutely romping towards the top 4. So Gray leading, Reed still second in front of Milo Pilfold and Kylan Ingram in 4th position in the 10. Then it's Christian Lilly. Oh, a bit of a spin, that's Taylor! Oh, disaster! Taylor on the way out of paddock on the run up to Damon Hill. He just got a little bit too much curb on the exit and the kart spat out to the left. That is unfortunate for Taylor. So unfortunately he falls to the back of the grid, and now he's got to charge his way back through. Speaking of charging through from the back, I want to try and pick up Ella Stevens at some point, because she's definitely going through the field quickly. In fact, looking through the field, she looks like she's in about 12th position at the moment. It's still Gray from Reed, Pilfold and Ingram, then Lilly. Here's the battle for 6th position. Ross has got himself back into 7th, courtesy of the sideways Taylor. Tucked up behind our 6th place man, Blanchard. Here's your top 4. Lilly pushing very hard to catch them. Up into 8th position has come the 53. That is Tom Harvey. So Harvey in 8th position. Who's that just behind him in 9th? That's the 45. So that's Jamie Gurney now in 9th position. That's not Ella Stevens in 10th, is it? Just having a look back. Has Ella Stevens got into 10th? Not quite, but she's hovering around that 10th position mark, trying to make the move. 8 minutes to go. And still, the E-plate, Oliver Gray, holds the lead of this race from Reed, Pilfold and Ingram. Lilly in 5th position. 6th place battle. It is now Ross. He's got back through. And that is Ella Stevens in 12th position there, with Rowan Campbell-Pilling leading the chase. Started P15, gone up 5 places. Nathan Tye is next, then Ella Stevens, and then Connor Stanton in the 85. So up and out of Garda, through the centre S's, and up Herbert Rise once again comes your leader, the E-plate, Oliver Gray, running beautifully out in front of this race, and still marching on. Reed in 2nd. Ingram trying to pop into the top 3, unable to get close enough to Pilfold to make the ultimate move. But he's definitely starting to look at it. 7 minutes or so on the clock, and Oliver Gray, how does he do this? Every single time, the E-plate just running out in front. It's almost flawless. Here's that 6th place battle once again. Ross at the head of it, having fought his way back into the top 6 once more. Blanchard is now behind him. And Lilly is closing ever increasingly on these top 4. It's not half a second to a second per lap, but it's there or thereabouts. That's a yellow flag. Somebody off at Cafe Curve. It's Ella Stevens. Oh, what a shame. Ella Stevens, 3rd back at Teesside earlier in the year, charging through the field, and sadly a mechanical problem has put Ella Stevens out of this race. What a disaster. Well, unfortunately, that means that Rowan Campbell-Pilling and Nathan Tye are going to be relatively unchallenged for the moment in their battle over 10th position. Certainly unfortunate for Ella Stevens, not for them. Out of Symes Sweep, into Pullmans and into Paddock once again. This battle for 6th position still very strong, with Louis Ross at the head of it. But now Dylan Reed is starting to close up on Oliver Gray. That is Ella Stevens, unfortunately trying to get the kart started again. Smoke billowing off it, you can see that up the top of Cafe Curve. Looks as though her day is done. Now Dylan Reed has broken a little bit clear of Milo Pilfold. Christian Lilly is almost on the back of this queue now. He is absolutely flying here at Buckmore. Out of hairpin 1 into hairpin 2, and on the run up to the S's once more. Gray in front of Reed, Pilfold, Ingram and Lilly. 6th position, and still Ross in front of Blanchard. And still they battle away with Tom Harvey in there in 8th position. Jamie Gurney in 9th in the 45. Still charging around. Look back, Oliver Gray has a little bit of time to think about Dylan Reed behind him. Out of Garda, through the centre S's, up Herbert Rise once more. But still these 4 run nose to tail, with Lilly bearing down on all of them. Down Sisley Straight one more time. Into Conways. They fly close together. Now let's look back. There's Ross in front of Blanchard. I think that's Gurney through now. Yes, Gurney is into 8th position in front of the 53 Tom Harvey. So down to 9th goes Harvey, up to 8th goes Gurney. And that's going to give him a better chance of having a look at the top 6. This is now a 5-way battle for the lead. Lilly has caught them up. It's Ross, Blanchard, Gurney and Harvey in the 6th place battle. So we've got a bunch of 5 and a bunch of 4 around this circuit, although Ross is trying everything he can to get rid of these 3 and join the leading battle. I don't want to fight over 6th anymore. I want to fight for the win, and Lilly is starting to get on terms with Kylan Ingram. Up Herbert Rise, through Cafe and down the Sisley Straight once more. Less than 4.5 on the clock. Gray, Reed, here goes Lilly up the inside. That looks like he's just about got the space to get it done. On the exit, is he through into 4th position? Yes! Good work from Lilly. So Kylan Ingram now down to 5th position. Christian Lilly up to 4th. What can he do about Milo Pilfold in front? Pilfold looks over his shoulder. That's a different colour helmet to what was there a minute ago. Ross, Blanchard, Gurney, and then at the back Tom Harvey, the 53. still running well as they drop down the Syme sweep through Pullmans and up towards Paddock once more. 10th position is a long, long way back, and it's the 91 now, so good work from Nathan Tye, the new boy, having put himself back up into the top 10. Louis Ross trying to get away from these three. It's starting to intensify the lead battle as Dylan Reid has caught up to Oliver Gray once more. He's been very careful the last couple of minutes not to push the car too hard, to leave something in reserve, and that's exactly what he's doing. Gray goes a little bit wide. He's starting to feel the pressure. Reid is right on his tail through the second hairpin. Pilfold is not a million miles away either. Christian Lilly's tightened up. So these four trying to drop Kylan Ingram, and as they go down the Syme sweep, look how close it is with these four. Nothing in it at all as they fly through Pullmans and up towards Paddock once again. Gray, Reid, Pilfold, and then at the back, Christian Lilly. Kylan Ingram just watching brief in 5th position. Up Herbert Rise once again. Lilly starting to swarm over the back of our man in 3rd place. This looks like a good run from Dylan Reid. Can he pop up the inside of Gray? Not yet, it's too early. He's got time to make this work. Take a look at this swabble a little further back as up the inside. Great charge forward from Dylan Brierley as he makes his move on the inside there with the hairpin. Meanwhile, there's an opportunity for Lilly. Is he going to shut out Milo Pilfold? He's done it. 3rd position now for Lilly. Wow, up to 3rd place now, Christian Lilly. He left me stumbling over me worms there. Absolutely brilliant stuff, Lilly. I wasn't expecting him to go for the move on the second part of the hairpin. Out of Garda. Drop through the centre S's, and he's already on the back of Dylan Reid. Christian Lilly knows no bounds in this one. Out of Cafe, down the Sisley straight once again, and he's going for 2nd position. Thank you very much. Through Conways, he takes the lead out of Henry, shuts the door, and he's decided, well, you guys have been sat behind Gray for ages. I'm going for the win. I don't know about you. Into the second hairpin. Christian Lilly, absolutely on fire. Through the S's, fighting back from 8th on the grid, Lilly. Clearly, nobody read the script of this one. Christian Lilly's written his own story in this one. Out of Pullmans, up through Paddock. One more kart to get by, and Oliver Gray looks behind it. Where did you come from? Out of Garda, through the centre S's, up Herbert Rise. He's had to look behind him again just to make sure he's not seeing things. Through Cafe, down Sisley straight, and with less than a minute and a half to go, Gray's having to defend. He's feeling threatened here by Christian Lilly, and I'm not surprised. Out of Henry's, down to hairpin 1. Gray moves the kart to the middle of the circuit. Exactly what you should be doing as a defender. Moves back again. And Christian Lilly just having to check over his shoulder, make sure he's got space. Pilfold, he's having a go at Reid. Further back, this battle's still squabbling away. Now that's Ella Stevens having got back into the car and got back on the circuit, but she's lost a couple of laps. Here's Gray, Lilly, Reid, Pilfold, Ingram. 3 karts battling away for the podium. Kylan Ingram is not done and dusted yet. Don't even think about counting him out. He's not the 10 plate for nothing. He was very strong last year. Now he's got a chance to go for a podium here at Buckmore Park. Gray looks over his shoulder again. Christian Lilly's threatening. Up through Henry's once again. Further back, great squabble up to Garda. That's Humphreys in the lead of this little battle. Charlie Humphreys in front of George Whitehouse, Dylan Brierley and Lily Darvenbach. The first time we've really seen her in the mix in that golf-coloured kart. It looks so beautiful on a go-kart, I have to say. Through down the hill. Really close battle for the lead, this, between Gray and Lilly. Out of Paddock, up the hill. Gray looking over his shoulder again, defending to cover. He knows that Lilly is going to go for this. Not long to go at all now. Entering the final lap this time by, I do believe. Through they come. Lilly's got a good opportunity off the run. Gray covers to the inside, almost touches Lilly as he defends and moves across the cover. Lilly's got him on the run here. Gray having to defend. He is the fastest man on the road too. Christian Lilly side by side. Can he get him on the outside of the curve? Shut the door. Beautiful. Christian Lilly takes the lead at Buckmore Park. Talk about leaving it to the last minute. And now there's a battle between Pilfold and Reid. Pilfold holds on to 3rd position now. Brilliant. Reid down to 4th. Kylan Ingram might get a chance for the top 4 here too. But now that's side by side again. Gray's gone for Lilly. Lilly's gone through and held it on the outside line. Christian Lilly from 8th on the grid to the victory, and now Gray's having to deal with Pilfold and Reid. It's going to be a victory for Christian Lilly in spectacular fashion. Ladies and gentlemen, take that! Christian Lilly, a magnificent result. Wow, what a drive. I am speechless. Christian Lilly fights from the 4th row to the victory in the final here at Buckmore Park. I've seen some drives in cadets. That was pretty special. Second for Gray. Pilfold just beats Reed for 3rd place. Ingram is 5th ahead of Louis Ross from Blanchard, Gurney, Harvey and Nathan Ty. But Christian Lilly, take a bow, sir. You have definitely wowed this one today. Brilliant work.
What a topsy-turvy day you've had. I mean, tell me about it from the start. Let's take it from qualifying.
Well, in qualifying, I got a new lap record for me, 45.6, I think. And I had a little tap with someone, and for some reason I ended up getting a 2-place penalty. Don't know why. Nicky Richardson. And so I was quite angry with that. So in the heat, I made it up to 2nd place. In the pre-final, Milo got in front of me. I was biding my time. I was going to leave it till a bit later on in the race, and then I had a spin. It was my fault, totally my fault. And then in the final, after Tyrone had a little talk with me, like he did last year, I went from 8th forwards to 7th, then to 5th, and on the last lap, I managed to get 1st off a volley, cutting back on the corner over there.
Absolutely fantastic. You've gone through it quite perfectly. I'm not too sure. I know you was upset with the penalty in the qualifying, but listen, I know you was upset, but we did tell you, listen, there's a long way to go. It's only qualifying, and we knew you had the pace on you today. You was quick today all the way through. You proved that in qualifying, and look what happens. You're on the top step of the podium. So listen, Christian, thanks for that complete rendition of what your day was like through qualifying, heat to pre-final and final. Congratulations and well done for the race win, and we look forward to seeing you at Wilton Mill. Well done, Christian Lilly, everybody.
Thank you.
Well, Christian may not like the decision-making process of the man who once beat Lewis Hamilton at his A-game, but when Nicky Richardson says jump, you say how high. All congratulations to Oliver Gray, though. He wraps up the title with 1 round to go. It's a battle for 2nd at Wilton Mill next time out.